For the last 4 years now, I've been trying to figure out a way to hunt for the great one that's fun, exciting, and most importantly, authentic. Well, now I can officially say I finally figured out what we can do to make that happen. So what we have here is we have about a dozen tree stands set up on Mississippi Acres, and we have them all set up in a chronological order. So we're going to be able to hunt this consistently over and over again until we get good results. What we're going to do is start down here by Neptune Hills. We have our tent with a stand set up right here. Then what we'll do is we'll either work our way over to this stand or fast travel to this tent. Most likely we'll probably fast travel because typically the whitetail are more in between. But then from here, we can go from this stand to this stand. We'll be able to call in whitetail in both these locations, and then we'll fast travel over across this hill over into this tent, hunt this stand, and then from here we'll pretty much be able to go simultaneously from stand to stand to stand until we get all the way through this location here. Then we'll fast travel to this tent, hunt this stand, and finish it off at the grand finale right here, which is probably our best spot of all time on the very north end of the map. We're going to keep doing this over and over repeatedly, and we'll be starting at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll hunt till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and just repeat until we get some amazing results and then officially get our authentic great one. All right, so we're about to head to our first location here at the very south end of the map. This is the first spot we're going to be starting at, overlooking this pretty wide open field. So let's hop up in there and get set. All right, now when we're hunting for whitetail here, typically the whitetail are either going to be feeding or they're going to be bedded. It's really thick up in there, as you can see, so you wouldn't really be able to notice any whitetail in there. But that doesn't mean that they're not in there, because I guarantee you they are. So what we have set up is we have our caller right down there behind us at about 40 yards out, and the whitetail should come past. What we're gonna do is, let's just say there's a whole big herd of whitetail and most of them are between like 140 and 180 bucks. We'll probably just take them all out, or at least like 3 of them with the AR-308. But if there's a huge buck in the herd, we'll probably try and take him down with the crossbow. And if there's maybe 1 or 2 good 180 plus bucks in the herd, then we'll probably try and take 1 with the crossbow and 1 with the rifle. Whatever we're gonna do, it doesn't make too much of a difference as long as we can consistently repeat it. We have fun doing it, it's exciting, and it gives us the best results in the end. And just like that, we got eyes on some whitetail coming our direction. Right there, it looks like we have a whitetail doe, and there should be some more coming any minute now. Oh, there we go. We got eyes on a beautiful whitetail coming in here. That is a 200 plus buck. Holy, look at that rack. He's super wide and he's got a ton of points coming right towards us. That may be like a 215 whitetail. We can't quite tell because he's a good ways out there, but we definitely got eyes on a nice herd of whitetail bucks coming in. Honestly, I think what we'll do is take down the big buck first, then we'll take this one second, and we might be able to double up here, side by side. Of course, we definitely want the giant first. All right, here we go. And we got 2 of them piled right up. I believe that should be all that was over there. But you always want to double check just to make sure. Well, we're not going to have to go too far to get these because they're both laying here side by side. Here's this buck. I ended up getting a lung and then a double lung, a 168. But this one is the giant. Look at that rack. It's a 200 plus all day. I'm going to say it's probably going to be like a 207. Something like that. Oh my God, it's going to be a 209. We got an 86 yard double lung shot on him, but look at the spread on that thing. Whew. All right, well, now that we got him, we're going to head to the next location. And I'd say our goal is to take down at least 2 good bucks from every spot. If we can do that consistently, we should have a pretty good outcome. And just like that, we got eyes on some whitetail bucks headed our direction right there. Looks like we got about a 150 whitetail coming over there. And then there's another one coming out right here, which is a good 150 plus buck. Actually, he's a 180 plus. And I think if we took this shot right here, we should be able to potentially get the rest of the herd to step out. So we'll wait till he slows down and go for a perfect shot. All right, he is down right there. But now the rest of these whitetails should be coming out any minute. They're a little spookish, but I don't believe they would have all spooked from that shot. Oh, big buck. Oh my God, big buck. Holy, that's the one that we want to make sure we get. Wow. Well, we knew there was a 180 in there, but I did not know there was a 200 plus. And there definitely is. So now what we have to do is change out the collar to bleat, which is actually a little bit more of a calming call for them. And that should get his attention. In fact, there he is right there. You can tell he's big because he's taking his time to come out. So we got the collar set up over there, which would potentially give us a nice opportunity for him to cross right past. As you can see, it's such a perfect setup. But we just got to get the big one to step out. And there he is right there, 68 yards away. Now there's another one in here as well, which I don't think we'll take down. So I think if we just take down this big one, then we should be good to be able to take this one on the run after that. All right, but we got him stopped out there at about 73 yards. We'll let him come a little bit closer and then we'll go for a shot. He's quartered out us a slight bit, but 60 yards will certainly do. However, with this crosswind, that might be a bit of a different story. It went click. So we'll let him come just a little bit closer there, and even though he's still 60 at this point now, he's coming directly towards us, and that's going to give us a nice opportunity for a shot at about 50 yards. As soon as he turns broadside, we're going to let one fly. Although it would be kind of epic to take a shot just like that. Yep, it is, and we smoked him. He's going down. All right, now we got to make sure that we got him. Now remember, I only wanted 2. And that would actually be perfect. I mean, technically that makes 3, but I only wanted 2 more aside from this one here, so that's perfect. $3 out of this herd is just right, including a beautiful whitetail. So now we're gonna get down and go pick them all up. Then we'll head over to the next spot and continue on. Now that you got the system down, we'll go a little bit faster, let's just say. All right, there he is, a 190, and that was a shoulder blade double lung. And here is our biggest buck, a 200 plus. 214, and we got a long liver shot at 50 yards right through the top of the heart. Then we're gonna have to make sure we track down this buck as well, because we need to make sure we pick up all the whitetail. This is really important. With the latest update, you now have to actually pick up the whitetail. You can't just shoot them and reset. That's not gonna work. You literally have to pick up the whitetail in order to respawn. You literally have to pick up every whitetail you shoot in order to get them to respawn. Otherwise, they're not going to, and you're not gonna have good results. So we'll grab the collar, then we'll track down this buck and continue on to the next spot. Just a speck of blood there, but that's gonna be good enough to take him down. All right, and we got him down right here. Actually got 2 hits into him, one at 126 and then one at 140, both front shoulder shots, and a 165. As we're getting a call from some more whitetail down in front of us here. I do believe that's probably going to be the same buck that was in the herd that we were just after. So we're not going to be taking him down unless it's like a 200 plus. Then we'll know it's a separate herd. So, all right, here we go. We're approaching the next location. Let's get up in the stand and see what comes out. Well, here's what we got coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whitetail coming in here, including a good 180 plus buck there. Another 180 and a probably 160s. And since we don't see any 200 plus bucks, what we're gonna try and do is take down as many 160, 180s as we can. Not more than 3 though. We're only gonna take down 3. What do we got on the front? Ah, we got a doe. Now we do have the 10mm Glock, and that could actually be kind of epic. It works just fine. If we hit a buck in the front shoulder with it at less than 50 yards, it's gonna do quite nice. So we may just try and do that depending on what all shows up here. All right, we got another deer coming out there. And that's another 150 plus. All right, so it looks like the doe's gonna stop right out there at about 70 yards out, and our big 180 plus buck is gonna be right there. And holy, I can't believe how many whitetail bucks and whitetail just showed up to this one location. But we're gonna bust out the Glock and we're gonna try and see how many of these whitetail we can get. Well, we got 2. We only need 1 more. There. We officially just got 3 whitetail bucks. How cool was that, huh? How cool was that? 1, 2, and 3. With a 10mm pistol. Alright. Like I said before, it's all about having fun and the most exciting way that we can possibly make it. We probably could have taken down at least 1 more if we wanted to. Mainly because there was 2 separate herds of whitetail. I was not thinking that there'd be another herd of whitetail could make it this far, because honestly we don't have any other zones nearby. We got this one at 380, that's questionable. Then this one at 400. There's no possible way they came from there. And I also think they came from this location here. So maybe there's another zone over here that we didn't know about. Either way, pretty epic bonus and a great way to take down 3 whitetail. All right, there we go. Spine double lung shot at 22 yards, and that was a 190. Then we got this one here. Double lung, spine, and double lung, 170. And then this one here was the first one that was a 180 plus, potentially 190s. Yeah, that's what I figured. Double lunged him at 18 yards and a 199 with a 10mm Glock. Very cool. All right, we'll grab our collar and head to the next location. Now this spot here, we don't have to get a tent to get there. In fact, we only have to go about 200 yards and we got a stand right there. So we're gonna work our way over there, pop up in the stand and get set up. So this spot, for some reason, I'm not sure what, but the whitetail never did show up. However, we got a gobbler right here, and I don't think we're gonna pass up this opportunity to potentially go for, well, I tried to get a headshot, but that'll work too. That will work too. Now there are some more gobblers over here, but I don't think any whitetail are gonna be coming in, so figure we might as well cut our losses and just take down at least one of those gobblers. Make that 2. Oh man, we were right tight to the edge of that tree and somehow it made it there. All right, again, let's grab our collar and then we will pick up these 2 gobblers. Well, for sure this one. And ended up getting a wing bone, almost neck and almost heart. So pretty epic shot there on that gobbler. And this one for a bonus as well. We'll swing right on by and pick him up. Pretty epic shot there as well. Stomach, liver, and lung at about 50 yards. All right, well, next up, we're gonna head over here to the north side of Pilgrim's Point, which pretty much divides both sides or both sections of our whitetail setups. We have the south end here and then the north end up here. So this one is right dead center in the middle between both of these. Now I've never hunted here before, so I don't know what's gonna come in. I have absolutely no clue what's gonna be here. But I'm pretty anxious to find out. Holy! All I gotta say is bucks. Look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 bucks in this herd. I haven't seen one single doe until that one right there. All right, so they're about to be 80 yards out from us here, and I think what we're gonna end up doing is probably take them down with either the 10mm or the AR 308. I haven't made up my mind just yet, But there's a tiny buck there. Where's the 180 buck? We gotta for surely get him. But I don't see him right now. Where is he? There he is. He's out there in the back. And we also have to get this buck too. So if we go like that, we can take down 2, and then like that, we can take down 3. Although 1 more hit would be preferable. And we definitely got another one into him. Alright, so that should be 3 more whitetail bucks down. And we took the shot at that first one right here. Which he didn't make it too far, unless that actually might not be. No, that's a different buck. That's our 180. He dropped on the spot. 179. Double lunged him. And then this one, we got blood going out here. Got 2 hits into him. 150. Then the last one was right over here. Yep, blood right there. And which direction did he go? Yep, I was right. He's piled up right on top of the road. That was all she wrote. He couldn't make it any further than that spot right there. Somehow he decided, you know what? I'm gonna stop with my antlers right on this white line. And that's where he ended up. Right there. Alright, so that was a 155. Alright, now we're approaching our next stand here, and this spot is actually really unique in the fact that we can call in 2 separate herds to this opening. We got a stand overlooking this opening here, and it's about 200 yards out from 2 separate locations, so hopefully something good comes out. We got this buck right here at about 50 yards out from us, and then the 160s buck is over there. He's trotting in nicely. Then the separate herd of whitetail should be coming in from right here, as a matter of fact. There they are, right there, less than 50 yards away from us. Alright, so we got to make up our mind on what we're going to do in this situation. Since they don't come directly to the call, they come close, but they don't quite come... Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're taking the Glock. Alright, well, we got 2. Ideally, I would have liked to have gotten 3, but we didn't really have too much time to think there. The wind was blowing right towards him, and we went for the shot. And this spot here is one of those spots where it's super difficult to get a shot after you take down 1. This is not an ideal spot, but it's another spot, and spots are important when you're trying to consistently take down whitetail. So, nonetheless, that's still 2 more bucks down. Alright, so the first shot that we took here, it seemed like we might have been a little bit high, but the results are... Well, we were a little bit high that first shot. That's a no organs hit. But the second shot, we did connect on a vital hit. And that's what's going to take him down. And the second buck we hit twice. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too. This buck's down right here, and our other buck ran off this direction over here. I guess he went the same exact direction. Okay, so there's our first shot at 18 yards, and we did get a lung the first shot. No, I was wrong. I thought we got a no organs hit on that first shot. But, alright, well, I guess I was wrong. Well, technically... Well, that first shot was actually a lung hit. I thought for some reason we went a little bit high and didn't penetrate, but... The reality is we definitely got lung the first shot, and the second shot is the one that we didn't penetrate and got spine. But that's a beautiful 175 whitetail. And then this one I think we hit twice as well, but it should have been a pretty good shot. All right, it was another 180 buck, and we did get a running along the shoulder blade shot. But that's impressive. At 40 yards out, we got shoulder and lung. Typically, if you took that shot, a lot of times what happens is you end up getting just shoulder and the lung doesn't actually register. But in this case, it definitely registered. Next up, we got our stand sitting up over here, which is going to be a pretty epic finishing for this first round. And then we're going to start back over again at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we'll continue on through to get to our best spot. Okay, so here we go. We're up in the stand now, and this location is extremely populated with whitetail. That basically means we need to look in every single direction because there's going to be 3 separate herds coming in at the same time. And you never know which one's going to come in first. Oh, look at that. We got 2 whitetail that just came in all by themselves. Make that 3. 2 bucks and a doe. 2 does. All right, so since this herd came in, I'm kind of debating on whether or not we should try and take down the buck silently. I think we should. Boy, I really wish this wouldn't spook everything that we shot at. But that's that buck there, so there should be more deer coming from this angle. Oh, that is another buck. Oh, got him in the neck. We'll take it. We will take it. I don't know why I was holding so far right on that, but it will take him down for sure. In fact, it's going to take him down faster than if we hit him with the AR 308. But we got to get ready because there should be some more bucks coming in here. You know, if you're going to twist my finger. Oh, we're empty. We are empty. There is no way this buck is getting that lucky. There's no way. Nope. I told you. I told you. Kind of an epic shot. We didn't even know how far he was, but we figured he's about 60. So we just held for 60, squeezed the trigger right in front of him, and he walked right into that. All right, we'll grab the collar, grab these 2 bucks, and then we'll track down the one that we hit at about 100 yards. Right in the neck with the bow. Drilled this guy, double lung shot in a 170. And then this one, and that's gonna make 2. Nice trotting lung shot at 66 yards. Man, that thing was tiny. He scored 90. Like, what? And right there is some. Okay, we got some blood here. Yep, that's from our buck. Got him right in the neck. At 80 yards, 155. Yeah, so I'm wondering if they were feeding out here or if they bed out here or what. And now we're approaching the one and only final spot and the best spot that we have so far on the map. Ooh, there we have eyes on a nice whitetail buck. Wow, a good 180 plus just stepped out at about 200 yards. And we got eyes on some more whitetail approaching over here. So far it's only does, but that doesn't mean there's not a buck over there. Actually, I can't tell which one. Oh, that's the big one. All right, that's the one that we want. And we may try and take him down with the Glock. Then we'll be able to take down at least one trivial. I wanted to take down a couple more than just one, but for now, that'll do. That will certainly do. It's going to be a 186 and a perfect double lung shot at 70 yards. Good, solid whitetail. Let's pick him up. We found our buck. It's a 155, and we actually did hit him twice. Just not that good. So we decided to return back to the beginning of our routine here, and we already got eyes on a beautiful whitetail coming in here. This buck is a completely new buck and definitely a respawn from the last ones that we just got. I think this is the spot that we took down our 215 whitetail. So now the fact that we have this buck coming in here, that's pretty cool. Well, let's wait till he gets a little bit closer, and then I believe we'll take him with the 10mm Glock. And here we go. Smoked him. Well, that's going to be it for this video, and that's going to be it for our ultimate great one setup. I am so excited for this setup, and not only that, the best part is it's going to be the most authentic and realistic great one setup that we're ever going to have. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. How big do you think he is? I'm gonna say 199. Oh my God, we were close. 198.7. But if you round it up, I would say that's still 199 all day long. There we have it. A giant whitetail, 41 yards. Right through the heart.